The James Webb Telescope just changed everything. Intro. What if the most powerful scientific instrument humanity has ever built has just captured something we were never supposed to witness? What if a telescope designed not to look outward, but backward in time, to the very beginning of everything, has instead exposed a disturbing possibility? That everything we thought we knew, about the Big Bang, about space, about time itself, could be wrong. The James Webb Space Telescope has returned observations so baffling, so impossible to explain, that a Nobel Prize-winning physicist finally stepped forward and said the unthinkable. This is not our universe. But what could that possibly mean? And what did Webb see out there, at the very edge of cosmic history? Let's begin. Because what you're about to hear may force you to rethink the very nature of reality itself. Cosmic paradox. The James Webb Space Telescope was launched to do one thing above all else: to gaze farther into the past than any instrument before it. By capturing the faint light from the earliest stars and galaxies, Webb was supposed to show us what the infant universe looked like shortly after the Big Bang. But what it found was impossible. In a distant region of the sky, seemingly empty and silent, Webb focused its sensors on a tiny speck of light. Just a faint yellow splotch. Astronomers assumed it was a distant, young galaxy, nothing out of the ordinary. But as the data came in, their assumptions began to crumble. That faint yellow blur? It wasn't just old. It was the oldest and farthest galaxy ever observed, formed just 290 million years after the universe was supposedly born. That may sound like a long time, but in cosmic terms, it's infantile. The universe should have still been chaotic, unstructured, and devoid of complexity. And yet, there it was. A massive, luminous, fully formed galaxy, far too early, far too evolved. By current physics, such a structure shouldn't exist. There wasn't enough time for stars to form, merge into galaxies, and shine that brightly. And this wasn't an anomaly. Webb found dozens more. Each one older, brighter, and more developed than should be possible. Each one a paradox. Impossible structures. Scientists pushed further. They zoomed into the most ancient parts of the sky, and discovered galaxies that didn't just bend the rules of astrophysics, they shattered them. Some of these galaxies had converted 100% of their matter into stars. Let that sink in. Normal galaxies convert about 10% of their gas into stars, while the rest remains as dust, plasma, or unused gas. That's how galaxies live and evolve. But these ancient structures had no dust. No gas. No residue. Just pure, concentrated starlight. Like celestial furnaces, impossibly efficient, impossibly fast. They should not exist. And now the question arises: what if these aren't galaxies at all? What if what we're seeing isn't our universe's origin story, but a crack in the narrative? What if these structures belong to something else? Something beyond our understanding of time and space. The Hubble sphere problem. To grasp why this matters so much, we need to talk about the Hubble sphere, a critical boundary in cosmology. As space expands, objects farther from us move away faster. At a certain distance, known as the Hubble radius, objects recede faster than the speed of light. By all logic, anything beyond that sphere should be unreachable. Unseeable. Forever out of touch. But here's the twist. We're seeing light from beyond that boundary. The James Webb Telescope is capturing signals that should not be capable of reaching us. So either our understanding of the speed of light in expanding space is wrong, or something is pulling back the veil and showing us things from outside the known universe. Which leaves scientists with one terrifying possibility: we're seeing past the edge of our reality. And what lies beyond, no one truly knows. Fractures in the cosmos. If time, space, and physics are no longer behaving as expected, then maybe the origin of the universe never happened the way we thought. Some Nobel-winning scientists are quietly abandoning the Big Bang model. Because if galaxies can form faster than physics allows, if light from impossible zones is reaching us, if matter behaves in ways we've never observed before, then maybe we're not looking at a timeline at all. Maybe what Webb is showing us is a fracture. A place where something ancient and alien is bleeding into our reality. Two timelines. Two universes. Two sets of rules. Overlapping. Colliding. And Webb, with its unprecedented sensitivity. The universe just blinked back. Recap. Previously, we explored how the James Webb Space Telescope may have uncovered galaxies too ancient and massive to exist by the rules of known physics. We considered whether we're seeing beyond the edge of the universe itself, or witnessing a fracture in spacetime. But the deeper scientists dive into Webb's data, the stranger it gets. And now, things get truly disturbing. The heartbeat beyond time, one of Webb's most overlooked discoveries, wasn't a photograph or a spectral signature. It was a sound, or more accurately, a frequency. While measuring background radiation across deep space, Webb's instruments detected a rhythmic oscillation. Not static, not noise, but a pattern. It repeated at perfectly timed intervals. As if the cosmos itself had a pulse. It wasn't a pulsar. Not a black hole, not gravitational waves. This wasn't anything we've ever encountered before. Some are calling it the heartbeat beyond time. Others suggest it could be the signature of exotic matter, a type of mass that exists outside the known parameters of space and time. But here's the part that sends chills down spines. The pattern follows a mathematical structure. As if it were encoded. As if it were meant to be found. Phantom gravity. Then came another mystery. In some regions of deep space, galaxies are bending light in ways that suggest enormous gravitational fields. The kind you'd expect from clusters of black holes or vast collections of dark matter. But there's nothing there. No visible mass, no stars, no gas. Just distortions, curvatures, gravitational fingerprints. It's as if something invisible is pressing down on spacetime itself. Webb might be detecting phantom mass fields, anomalies in gravity that don't correlate with any known source. The leading theory? We're not seeing our universe's matter. We're seeing gravitational pull from another. A shadow reality, pulling against ours. The mirror universe theory returns. It was once dismissed as fringe, a science fiction idea. But now, some physicists are giving new attention to the mirror universe hypothesis. The idea that another universe exists alongside ours, identical in mass, yet inverted in time and entropy. Where everything flows backward. Where physics plays in reverse. Why is it gaining traction now? Because Webb has detected rotational anomalies in distant galaxies, spinning in ways they shouldn't. Particles behaving inconsistently. Asymmetries that suggest we may be entangled with a reality that operates under different laws. It's as if we are one half of a dual system, and the other half has been hidden until now. The cosmic echo. And then, something happened that even seasoned astronomers can't explain. A light signal from the edge of the observable universe was detected. It was expected to vanish, like all deep cosmic light eventually does. But it came back. Not from the same place. Not at the same time. But with the exact same spectral signature. As if the universe had bounced the light back toward us. Or as if something reflected it. There are only two possibilities. Either the universe is curved and finite, and the light circled back around, or it hit something. A barrier. A structure. Something at the very edge of existence, that is not supposed to be there. Conclusion. The universe is not alone. The James Webb Space Telescope was created to look into the past, to answer the most fundamental question of all. Where did we come from? But instead, it may have revealed a more terrifying possibility. That our universe is not alone. And never was. The impossible galaxies. The perfect heartbeat. The unseen gravitational fields. The mirrored patterns. The echo. Each new discovery unravels the illusion that we understand our place in the cosmos. A Nobel Prize-winning physicist said it best. This is not our universe. Maybe that's the truth we were never meant to face. Maybe we're drifting on the outskirts of something far older, far larger, and far more indifferent than we could ever imagine. Not a universe. A multiverse. A structure behind the structure. A cosmic intelligence. So now, the question isn't whether we're alone in the universe. It's whether we're even in the right one. Call to action: do you believe the James Webb Telescope has already seen into another reality? Or is our understanding of space and time finally starting to collapse? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the universe may have just blinked back.